a thing is not understood. Now, if, take for instance, your father or you own that GLE 450. Let's say you are the owner now. Assume for a moment that you are the owner and you went somewhere and your leg was muddy. If you want to enter the car, will you feel anything how? Yes or no? You wouldn't. In fact, I think you would have driven the car over and over that it starts looking like, let me drive this home. Sometimes I look at, take for instance, my convertible, you know, call it the familiarity thing. And then you go somewhere and everybody is looking at you. In fact, one day a guy told me, two guys, they should be up in their maybe early 20s. I passed them at a supermarket, and these two guys told me, "Okay, you're driving our dream." Oh. I don't know if you understand. He said, "Okay, you are driving our dream." Oh. At another point told me, "In this regime, you're driving this kind of car." I traveled one day with my Black Eagle, my black bike, and then on my way, I met another rider who was traveling to across the location where I was going. So we rode together. So when we got to my exit point, I stopped. We greeted, we snapped pictures, we exchanged numbers, we talked and all that. And the guy said, "I love this bike. This is the bike I want to get." And I'm looking, when he left, I started thinking about it. I've had this bike for how many years now? And it doesn't look any special anymore to me. It doesn't look any special anymore to me, like special. But it is still somebody else's dream. What does it tell us? That over time, when we are used to something, we begin to forget the actual essence, the real worth of that thing we have. And this morning, I want to remind us of certain things and bring to the notice of some of us who do not know the real worth of the business we do. The real worth of the business we do. I want you to pay attention to this. The real worth of the business we do. Now, before we go into this, I want us to look around us. I want us to think for a moment. What are the things we can buy, do, or have with 50,000 naira? I want to hear from us. I want to hear from us. What are the things we can buy, have, do with 50,000? There are many things I want you to share with me. I want you to share with me. What are the things we can have, buy, have? A lot we can do with 50,000. Yes? I want you to share with me. Clothes, shoes, a bag of rice, yes. What else? Hair, yes. One Nike Air Converse, yeah. London used laptop, yes. Or a stolen one, whichever one. Buy dresses, phone, school fees, yes. Bag of Gary, I fill my car with petrol, very true. A handbag, picnic, minor surgery, yes. Can pay school fees, yes. House, when you say house, can you build a house with 50K or pay rent? Is there a rent, another rent? I don't know. A wristwatch here, fertilizer, yes, rice, phone. I want to hear from us. What are the things we can do with 50K? A fan, yeah. Books, foodstuff, clothes, phone and bicycle, okay. Pure water business, okay. Clothes, handbag, makeup, subscription, shoe. These are the things we can buy, right? Now, it means that 50,000, if someone dashes you 50,000 now, you go solve better problem, no be so. If I say now, the first thing to post their account number, we will 50, we get 50K from GAN. Some of you, I won't even know how you will post it, as if you already have it ready. You will, in fact, before I finish saying it, it's already there, because it will do a lot of things. True or true? It will do a lot of things. Now, let's go deeper. Somebody has sent account number. No, I didn't say I'm sending account. No, look at. I didn't say I'm sending 50K. And an example I give. You see what I talk? You know, some people have their account number saved as a contact. Before you finish, they have sent it like they have sent it like they're tearing contact. As I they talk, I never even finish. I can't number on the show. Guys are smart. Now let's take this a bit deeper. I want you to share with me some businesses, that businesses now, some businesses you can start with 50,000 naira. I want you to share with me some businesses you can start with 50,000 naira. POS business, soft drinks business, pure water business, Indomie table, okay, roasted corn, moi moi, perfume businesses, milling machine provision with 50K. You can start provision business with 50K. 50K, can't do POS. Now, apart from our business, peanut, puff puff, charcoal business, fishery, akara, okay, mama put. Now, all these businesses you have listed, how many of these businesses can you do right now? Remove our business, remove network marketing. How many of these businesses will you do? If someone said, go and start frying akara now, will you do it? Go and start selling pure water, will you do it? Go and start selling some of the things we made, homemade bread. Go and start doing it, will you do it? Be sincere. You say never. No, it's difficult, none at all. That's the second question. The third question is this. How many of these businesses we mentioned that we can do with 50,000? How many people do we know doing such businesses who are today monthly millionaires? In fact, that's too much. How many of them do we know who every month make an income, not revenue, not turnover, an income of 500,000 naira? How many? You say monthly gain. There is none. I'm not going to ask you, are you beginning to see or appreciate our business the more? Are you beginning to see what our business can do? But I want to share something with us. Stay with me, please. Stay with me, please. Because I have seen people who know that in the world out here we have, in the world out there, the money we use to start our business, in fact, our business is actually a thriving opportunity in an economy like what we have. And I'm going to explain this. I want to hear from each and every one of you. Stay with me. Is there anyone here? Is there anyone here who had made extra 10,000 naira from this business and you encashed it and you used the money to buy a recharge card, slippers, whatever, 10K, 10K, 10K? Is there anybody? And you encashed it? Yes. Is there anyone here who has encashed up to 50,000 naira income? 50K, 50K, be sincere. I decided not to reach out to people to come and give me success stories or come and share. No, no, no. I wanted it to be original. You've encashed up to 50,000 naira. I want you to type 50K in the chat room. You've encashed up to 50K. I believe we can see what is going on. If you have encashed up to 100K from this business, I want you to type 100K. Can we count the number of 100Ks we can see in the group chat? And these are businesses we started with either 50,000 or maybe multiples of 50,000. In fact, majority of us here, it is only one account or two accounts that are making money as we speak. So our multiple accounts have not even kicked in. So we can more like say it is one account that is working 50,000. Is there anybody here who has encashed up to 150,000 naira from this business? Is there anybody here who has encashed up to 150? Please type 150,000. Is there anybody here who has encashed up to 200,000 naira? Type 200,000. Can you see the influx? Look, are we, oh Jesus, now are we beginning to understand? Now, remember we said, you are the one said, I'm not the one. You are the one that said, any business, all the businesses you listed, that you can start with 50,000, but you will not do it. All other business out there, yes, our business here, that you start with 50,000, has this capacity. Any 250,000. Is there anybody here who has earned or made or encashed up to 250,000 naira? Anybody? Can you see that? No, are we seeing that? No, I am not, these people are not, I don't even know who they are. No, some of these people, I don't even know who they are. 300,000. You've encashed up to 300,000 from this business. 300. Can you see that? 400,000. Can you see that? No, are you beginning? Now, tell me, no, because sometimes we look at our business as very hard. And I ask you, our business and selling akara, which you agreed you will not do, which one is harder? Our business and doing POS. In fact, at times I wonder how much these POS people make. Our business and selling pure water. These are businesses that the startup are equivalent. The startup are the same thing. 50K our business, 50K to start selling akara, 50K to start selling pure water, 50K to start selling puff puff, 50K, Abi, oh yeah. The list is endless because if we start going high, you see 500,000 are here, 1 million are here, 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, they are here. So when you speak about extra income, can we actually say that our business can give you good extra income? Yes or no? Can we say that our business can give anybody good extra income? Yes or no? Yes, it can. It has been doing that. It is still doing that every single day. Stay with me because there are certain things I want us to understand very well. Stay with me. So when we come to the angle of extra income, we can take a good for our business, a very big good that it can give very good extra and even replacement income. Let's go to something again. How many of us when we are insulted by people out there, how many of us, when we are rejected by our family because of this business, are looking forward to a cell meeting, are looking forward to going to the office because they know that the moment they come around here, around cell meeting, around the office, they feel this body being taken away from them like I have a family. I have a team of people who are doing what I do, who understand that one day we will break on this. Is there anybody like that? I remember those days working in the bank. No matter what happened in the bank, no matter what people told me, no matter what, I couldn't wait to just be in Shalom Plaza, because it was more like when I come there, I see people who are doing what I want to do. I see people who are driving the kind of cars I want to drive. I see people who are doing stuff that makes sense to me. And I'll be like, this is life. That one is just struggle. This is life. Is there anybody who has found this business, let me put it in quotes, as their safe haven? As their safe haven. Imagine what life was without this community. Imagine what life was. There are some people who cannot miss cell meeting. You know why they cannot miss cell meeting? Because whenever they come there, they hear a thing or two that makes them believe in themselves. They hear one thing, they listen to somebody's success, they hear something from someone that will be like, this makes sense to me. Let me hear from someone. Let me hear from someone. Let's hear from someone I don't know. Let's hear from Mrs. Who did I see here? Let's see. Who do I have in the chat room? Anyone who I've never heard from before. Doris Vengi. I don't know you, but let me hear from you. She can unmute you so that you can tell us, what does it feel like coming around? Doris, unmute yourself, Doris. Tell us, how does it impact you positively coming around? How does it impact you positively, pressing your way you feel? Share with us. Yes, Doris.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for the opportunity given to me. Honestly, I really have impact in this business. Even though I have not made it the way I want it, but I thank God. At least I'm coming up small. You really encouraged me when you came to Bauchi, because I'm residing in Bauchi. When you said you spend over 300,000 and you never get signed up, that your word continue to encourage me. It gives me strength, sir. So I continue to push this business, even though I'm working. But I thank God, at least I always go to the office to go and see my business office also. When I close, I always go there. It has really helped me, help my family, even though I've not gotten what I want, but it has helped me as a person and help my family to solve some small problems in the family. So I just thank God for the opportunity I have to be in this business. I really thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Doris. Thank you for sharing with us. I can't even remember I said that. Now, a thing I said, when was I in Bauchi? I think that was last year or last year. And it's one thing I said last year is still impactful in the life of somebody. Can you imagine that? No, can you imagine that? Let me tell you what is happening out there. People must belong to something. They either belong to a community of positive-minded people or a community of people who have given up, a community of people who complain about all the problems that exist in the world. So the question I have for you is this: can we agree? Can we believe more? Can we come to this understanding that our business creates a positive community? Yes or no? Our business gives us opportunity to see the world in a better light, to see that we can achieve something, we can have more, that there is still hope. Many people have lost hope. So in fact, the society, the way it is not even, when our former president came out openly and told the world that there is no vacancy, no vacancy in federal, state, and yes, he was saying the truth. But the thing is, how reassuring has that been to the citizens? But we are here prophesying hope, telling you, working on it, actually. So the community is quite encouraging. Now let's look at something else. Something else we look at, the lifestyle. I want someone to talk to us this morning. What has improved about your standard of living because you started this business? What is that thing about your standard of living that has improved because you started this business? Were you able to add 1 or 2 clothes to your wardrobe? Were you able to start wearing better shoes? Were you able to start contributing more financially to the people that matter to you, to your family, to your loved ones? Were you able to start paying school fees with ease? Were you able to start maybe some who even have cars? What has improved about your lifestyle, about this business? Yes, I want to hear from someone. Okay, Usman, you've been itching to talk to us. Yes, Usman, unmute yourself. Share with us very quickly.
Okay, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Okay, sir, quickly, what this business have done to my life is something really amazing because I grew up in a family whereby everybody there is teaching, and then to the point that the kind of job they are doing, nobody is getting the kind of lifestyle you want to live. And then a point whereby I wake up every day in the morning, nobody is ready to go out to work. I can still remember the time I joined this business with 15,000, and then I made Mr. Adonis, which is my leader, and then he guided me on the simple steps that I needed to follow. I lost my father since when I was 3. My mother has 7 children, and then she's still struggling to see how she can feed all the 7 mouths. And then to the glory of God, now this is almost close to a year of me joining this business. And then, long story cut short, today I'm like the father of the family. Why? Because I decide to plug myself into the system. I can still remember that time that I paid the 15,000, which is a part payment that I gave to Mr. Adonis. I went back home, they flogged me because I paid 15,000 that they gave me to go and write my my NECO examination, because I failed my WAEC, and they want me to become a medical doctor. And to the glory of God, last week Sunday, in this organization, I've been celebrated as one of the leaders, in which each and every one of them is happy about that. To the glory of God, today, I can live a life that other individuals out there are wanting to copy. Other individuals out there always want to come around me. Why? Because I decide to plug myself in this organization. The only thing I will say to this organization is, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show each and every of our leader all the good things in this world. Thank you very much, sir.
Wow. Wow. This is even the first time I'm hearing your story. I can feel shivers all over my body, really. Really. And we're just talking about the lifestyle. And this man is yet to hit. In fact, he's even yet to become a monthly millionaire. Imagine when he becomes that. No, just imagine it. No, just imagine it. Now, remember what we are comparing our business to. Selling akara, doing recharge card, selling pure water. Abi? I hope you will remember. No, I hope, imagine Usman used his money for NECO, the money for WAEC. Imagine you use that 15,000 to go and start selling pure water. No, you won't be flogged. You will be taken for deliverance. Because 1 year down the line, you can't look at him as young as he is, stepping up to the role of a father, stepping up to that role because of this business. Time will not permit us to start going through each and every one, because if we start going through the stories of what the lifestyle of people have become because of this business, So I ask you, each and every one of us, I ask you, I want you to be the judge. Can we say that our business is second to none? Can we, with our full chest, actually say that our business is second to none? Can we actually say that? Yes, we can say that. We can very well say that. We can, absolutely. And that is just on the lifestyle side of it. Stay with me because we are not done yet. Stay with me because we are not done yet. Let's talk about personal development. Let's talk about who you were before you joined this business and who you are on this day, July 17th. Is there anyone here who has become a better person, who has become more eloquent, who has become surer about themselves? Is there anybody here who has become more confident about tomorrow? Is there anybody here who has overcome a weakness, something that has always been pulling him or her down? Because of the trainings, because of the experiences from this business. I want to hear from us. I don't want to be the one speaking and telling you what people are saying they have been able to do, what people have been able to achieve. I want you to hear from them. Now, like I said at the beginning, none of these people, I'm just picking at random based on who wants to share with us. Who wants to share with us? Yes, Susan. Let me hear from you, Susan. Unmute yourself, Susan.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you for this great opportunity. Yes, this business has been able to help me in different areas of my life, especially the area of the personal development, because I'm actually a student in University of Jos. I saw the opportunity when I was in my 100 level going to 200. At that time, I don't have a lot of friends. I could not mingle with people. I was more of an introvert. I wasn't outspoken. Why? Because of the things I did not have and how the society have placed me. I used to tell people that I grew up with life of inferiority complex. Why? Because of the background I was coming from, where we were being intimidated. My dad could not pay school fees on time. Even in my 100 level, I knew times that they would tell us that, okay, without paying school fees, you cannot be able to write your exams. So that really affected my self-esteem. It affected my confidence as a woman and all that. But when I came in contact with this opportunity, with what I heard, they told me that I am worth more than I think I am. Now, with the books I was reading and everything, I became very outspoken. That today, not just I can stand in front of my mates and talk, but I can stand in front of even people that have higher rank, higher caliber than me. And the things I've been able to have, there's something Ambassador Nifo said that when you grow, you don't need to chase things. Naturally, things just come to you like that. Those things you chase, those gadgets you decide to have, the clothes you want to wear, the hair you want to do, they automatically just come to you at that point. So that was what happened to me. Now I'm in my final year, but today, to the glory of God, a lot of my mates in school look up to me for things. They cannot do something without calling me. They cannot do something without me contributing. Why? It was only possible because of what? This business. And I return all glory to God. I return all glory to this business as well. Thank you, sir.
Wow, wow, wow. 100 level, they cut the vision. She cut the vision at 100 level. Students at 100 level. Susan, I'm wondering where you will apply for job when you finish school. When you finish school, I'm wondering where you will apply. to get a job. I don't know who is going to employ you, because anybody that tries, the problem of the person will be, how much will I pay her? That will be enough. Like, what? Are we beginning to say this? I've had people come up to me and said, I walked into this office, I spoke to so person, and I was able to meet. I'm like, really? So what we are doing here is actually creating values in people. What we are actually doing here is empowering people. I know what it has done for me. I have seen what it is doing to so many other people. And you are listening and seeing from several other people what our business. So let's compare this again to other things we can do with 50,000 naira. The POS business, selling akara, selling pure water. How much of personal development will that have given you compared to what our business can do? How much empowerment to yourself with these other alternatives have given you when you even try to compare it to our business? Because sometimes we are in something for quite a while and we start thinking less of the great opportunity that we have right in our hands. How many of us here have been able to do one thing or two for the less privileged around them? How many of us here have been able to pay? You know, the other day with some of my friends, we were talking about a hospital, and that this hospital, someone was sharing with us there that people could not be discharged from a hospital because of 2K, 4K. Do you understand what I said? Somebody could not be discharged. In fact, I was with some people at, was it Wawalada Hospital? And a child was stung by bees. A child was stung by bees. The child was stung by bees. And the body of the child had swollen. That's all her body has swollen. The child should be about 3 years old, about 4 years old. And they refused to commence treatment because the parents could not deposit, I think it was 10K. The parents could not deposit 10K. And the baby's child, in fact, they had to put her on oxygen. They had to put her, leave her there. They could not deposit 10K. How many of us here have been able to do a thing or two because of this business? Because they said yes. We're not talking about Feed the Family project in your own ways. It was because of this business you were able to get a thing, have some 10K to give out, some 5K to give out, some 20K to give out. How many of us? With all these things being said, I want us to know that our business is a golden opportunity that we can decide to have more of these benefits. We can decide to enjoy more of these benefits. We can decide that since this business has these benefits, why should I not have them and have them as many as possible? Why should I not bury myself in it and have it as much more as possible? What I've realized is this: the challenge that many of us go through is not because we don't know what we should do, but because we'll find it hard doing the things that we know we should do. We find it because of the discouragements we've gotten, because of the things that didn't go as we planned, because of the expectations we had that were ignored or that failed. We stopped doing the things that we should do. I am using this morning as a clarion call to each and every one of you here who know that this business has that chance to give you the best things life can offer. I want you to know this. knowing all the things you can do in this business is just a step towards the success you want. The bigger step is doing the things you know you should do. Ambassador Mike said one time that if you don't do the things you know nothing. That the proof that you know something is in doing it. The proof that you know how to prospect is in what? Is in prospecting. The proof that you know how to invite is on making invitation calls. The proof that you can present is in presenting. The proof that you know how to follow up is in following up. We have to understand that it is in putting the knowledge into practice that helps us to grow the wisdom, the person. We talk about personal development. Let me tell you this. If you think, listen to this, if you think that you have learned something in this business, if you think that this business has developed you personally, just set a target higher than what you did last month, last week. Just set that as a new target for this week. Guess what will happen? You will learn more in doing more than in studying more. You didn't hear what I said? You will learn more in doing more than in reading more. You will learn more. I saw something that I want to share with us. And I hope that drives a point home for each and every one of us. You are in this business as a spare timer. You are in this business as a part-timer. You are in this business as a full-timer. There is something I want to share with you. Watch this.
What you know may make you intelligent. It is what you do that makes you wise. Information brings intelligence. Action confirms wisdom. So there are many intelligent fools. It's not that the man does not know. He is a consultant pathologist. He knows that alcohol will give him fatty liver, liver cirrhosis, and primary liver cell cancer. But he's a drunkard. He's an intelligent fool. What you know may make you intelligent. It is what you do that makes you wise. Information brings intelligence. Action confirms wisdom. So there are many intelligent fools. It's not that the man does not know. He is a consultant pathologist. He knows that alcohol will give him fatty liver, liver cirrhosis, and primary liver cell cancer. But he's a drunkard. He's an intelligent fool.
The reason I share this with us is because I have come to realize that we do not achieve because we do not know. We don't achieve because we don't do. We do not achieve because we do not know. We don't achieve because we don't do. So my message for each and every one of us is this: get closer to the ball. You may not be with the ball yet. You may choose not to always be with the ball. But my message to you will be, get closer to the ball. If you are in the field of play, if you are watching a football match, those who are always at the bench, they are closer than people who are in the spectator, those who are in the audience. They get a better view of the action. Those who are in the field of play, but they are not always with the ball, they also get a closer feel of the action. They run around expecting ball to be passed to them. They run around expecting to mark, attack and all that, yeah? They are closer to the action. The person that is constantly with the ball is the person doing the action. Even if you don't want to do the action, move away, move closer to the ball. Tell yourself, I'm a spare timer, but what can stop me from actually becoming a part-timer? I want to dedicate 2 days in a week. And these 2 days, when I close from work by 4 o'clock, by 5 o'clock, I want to go to the office and do social activity. My leader told me what I should do in these 2 days. Every Wednesday and Friday, once I close from work, I must come to the office. Every Tuesday and Friday, choose the days you want. Just make a decision to move closer to the ball. You must not be with the ball to feel the action. No, you must not. There are people whose vision and goal are, I want to always be with the ball. The ball, they will always get the ball. They will always be with the ball. But my message to each and every one of us today is this: move closer to the ball. If you have always been watching, be in the audience, move closer to the bench. Apply to be at the bench. Apply to enroll in the training to become a player. Even if you are benched, you are closer to the ball than you used to be. If you have always been on the bench, waiting and watching while others are running around looking for the ball, come into the field. Move closer to the ball. If you have always been in the field, but you are not worried whether you are with the ball or not, move closer to the ball. My message to you today is this: it is your action that confirms your wisdom. It is your action that confirms that your knowledge, that you know what to do in the business. It is your action, because it's the actions that give you all these benefits. You know that all these benefits are attributable to you. You know that all these benefits are possible through our business. You know that. We have confirmed that by the success story shared by so many people this morning. For you to have more of those success stories, for you to start having those success stories, all you have to do is what? Move closer to the ball. Everybody will not become full-timers. Everybody will not become part-timers. But all I ask of you to do is today is what? Move closer to the ball. You don't achieve because you don't know. You don't achieve because you don't do. When you move closer to the ball, you can do more than you did yesterday. And if you do more than you did yesterday, you will achieve more than you achieved yesterday. Great achievers, this is my message for each and every one of you today. Don't be comfortable where you have always been. Don't be comfortable where you were before this meeting. Move closer to the ball. Settle. Move closer to the ball. If you're that person who has been a part-timer, who knows, I have what it takes to dedicate 1 day in a week. I close from work by that day. That day, I can discuss it with my office. Once I close by 4, I go to this office, I sit down and do some activities. If it is 1 day in a week, it's okay. You can choose 2 days in a week, but don't do it on Monday this week, next week, Tuesday. No, choose a particular day. Choose a set of particular days. Commit to some activities. And I tell you, you will see yourself moving closer to the ball. I don't know who has picked a thing or two. Sometimes we share these things and we don't even know how it has impacted into the lives of so many of us. But I believe today someone, somehow, someone is moving closer to the ball. You move closer to the ball, you will feel the action more than you used to feel it. So at this point, let me see some leaders who are here who could add a word or two before we wrap it up. Chicken, so can you hear me? If you can hear me, unmute yourself. Share a word or two with us. Okay, dear Topa, if you can hear me, unmute yourself, share a word or two with us.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
Topa, you can go on.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Great Achievers. Thank you so much for this morning. Great Achievers mentor. God bless you for the values that you have shared this morning. Why people were sharing the things that business has done for them and so many things, I started thinking about my experience recently. It was the height of it for me. There's a guy I work that died for 40,000 naira. They watched their father died for 40,000. So they were supposed to, the father was supposed to do, the father was sick. They took him to an hospital and they were supposed to do, the hospital asked them to do a scan, which they did for 40,000 naira. They borrowed the money everywhere to raise that money and they were able to get the money and they did the scan. They took the result of the scan back to the hospital and the hospital discovered that it's not something they could, take care of in their hospital, and they transferred the man to another hospital. On getting to another hospital, they asked them to go and do the scan again. The 40,000 naira that they rallied everywhere to borrow, there was no hope to get it again. So they sat down with the man and the man died. They watched their father died. Now the guy joined the business and I started working with him. And then recently we went back to his school and he gave out scholarship to 10 students.
Wow.
10 students. Full scholarship. We go to the school, the senior prefect boy of the school was about to drop out that same time because he doesn't have school fee. And he was one of the people that this guy gave scholarship to from this business. If you are joking with this business, you don't know what you are doing to yourself. You don't know what you are doing. This is not even about you now. You don't know what you are doing to the people around you. You don't know what you are doing to your coming generation. You don't know. You don't have an idea. You don't have an idea of what you are doing to the people around you. So many people would have survived if you have been making more money. So many people would have been in school if you are making more money. If you have decided to stop playing small on the capacity of this business. The capacity of the business is there. It is you that is playing small. You are still in this business, you are struggling to do 50K, you are struggling to do 100K. It is not about the business. It is about the mindset at which you are approaching the business. It is about the mindset. It is about you playing small on what God has delivered. Trust me. See, one thing I've come to understand is most of us in this business, I don't know how best to say it, but I think to a large extent, God will not pay attention to us as much as he's paying attention to other people. You know why? Because he has given you something that can give you money. Anytime you are praying to God for money and you're looking elsewhere, outside this, God is laughing at you because he has given you the key to money, the key to prosperity, the key to wealth in this business. And that's why you can see a lot of people's lives changing. People are driving the best cars. People are living their best lives. What stops you? What stops you? It is your mind. Let today's cell meeting be that trigger that pushes you to do what you have to do. Let today's cell meeting be that opportunity where you make that decision that you move closer to the ball. Because if you are not with the ball, you cannot become the best scorer. You cannot become the world best. You cannot. You will rather watch other people and clap for them. You will see those beautiful cars and you keep tapping them. Tapping, I tap, and nothing will happen in your life. If you want people to tap from your own blessing, see your own beautiful car and say, I love this kind of car, I want to buy it. Let somebody else, somebody told Gam that you are living my life. If you want somebody to tell you that you are living their lives, you have to move closer to the ball. Stop playing small on yourself. This is what I need to tell us, great achievers. If you are in this cell meeting today and you are not inspired to move closer to the ball, I don't know what else can change your life. Thank you so much, great achievers mentor. God bless you, sir. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you very much for sharing those thought-inspiring words with us. Thank you. Okay, who else do I have here? Mr. Dennis, if you can hear me, unmute yourself and share a word or two with us before we wrap it up.
Okay, good morning, sir. Good morning, great achievers. Thank you very much for this great meeting this morning. It was truly inspiring. First and foremost, I'd like to tell everyone here that being in the business is not enough to give you the promises of the business. And being in the business, you have to do the activity that will qualify you to get the promises of the business. You're talking about charity, talking about living a good life. It will not just come automatically by you just registering with 49,990 or registering with the VIP package, but you have to do the activity of the business, meaning that you have to do the income producing activity. Now, some of us, we should start asking ourselves today, what am I really doing in this business? I think that is where the thing starts from. Ask yourself, what did I do yesterday? What am I going to do today? How many booking am I going to do today? How many follow-up am I going to do? And how long am I going to continue doing those things until I reach that my desired goal? Until you make that decision to yourself, believe me, everything will just look like a fallacy, to look like a fantasy to you. I remember, when every one of us, we have to tell stories. Every one of us have stories here to tell. And I tell you, it's not a story of good beginnings, but it varies sometimes. Most of our stories are horrible. I remember some couple of months ago, I went to the hotel that I worked before, and I saw the same people there doing the same thing. And these are people that always keep praying to God and asking God that they want a change of story. You're praying to God and asking God for a change of story, but you yourself, do you want to do the activity, or do you want to do those things that is required for you to change that status that you are currently in now? We're in Royal Scouting Hotel about 2 years ago, and the guy that I worked with in Valencia Hotel, as he was a waiter then, I met him there at World Scouting Hotel, and he was still the same waiter there. He just changed the hotel he was working, but it was still the same job he was doing. And the funny thing is that he was one of those that was assigned to serve me food. And this is my friend. This is someone that I've shown the opportunity to. So if you don't do something today to change your tomorrow, believe me, your tomorrow will just be like today. To just be like every other day, there will be no change happening in you. So I challenge every one of us today. Let's go do the activity. This business, just like Ambassador Vincent has said, there's no business that you can do that will give you good income like our business, that you can just put in 50,000 naira and you can make 280,000 naira in a day. I don't think there's any business like that. So why don't you just die here and just do what you need to do and save your generation? Thank you very much, sir, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis. God bless you. Person that has shown you have shown the business, who worked in the previous hotel, was serving you food. Huh? He who has ears, let him hear. Okay. He who has ears, let him hear. Chikamso, can you speak to us now? If you can unmute yourself, speak to us. Yes, Chikamso, speak to us if you can.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today I really got a lot, and I can't finish thanking God. God bless you, sir. God bless all the people that contributed to this vision. And I want to try to encourage even people that have been in the business, and it's like you are not achieving much. You actually paved the way for people, that people like us are in the business and because of the things you did. Yesterday night, I slept late. I was calling one of my downline, and I was just like, I was mentioning people. I said, this business. I was mentioning some people in love to people that have never been loved. Person. Look at one of my teammates, man.
The network is not letting us hear you. I think it's really bad from your end. Wow. Would have loved to hear that story. The network where
came into the business, you will see him, he will just be dancing around. Can we hear me?
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I will just take one more and then wrap it up. Engineer Francis, what do you have for us before we wrap up?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, great achievers. Can we hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm logged on 2 devices. My video is on one and my audio is on another one. The network has not been friendly this morning. All right, I want to thank UGAM and everyone who has shared their story with us. It's been very inspiring. I'm going to leave us with one thing. There's a law in science that says something continues in motion, right? Until something acts on it. So if you really want to create success in the business, you need to take that action key. Cell meeting is amazing. We'll learn a lot, but most times a particular trend is after cell meeting. That's the end of the day for many of us. And we don't perform the activities. I was listening to Teacher Usman, hearing his story. It's not just because he paid 15,000 that he is able to make the impact he made. It's the action, the activities. So what action are you going to do today differently? Now, if you read this book, Compound Effect, everything compounds. One thing I remember clearly, whether full-time, part-time, just do take one step action. Make it consistent. Once you're consistent with that action, you will begin to see results. That is what made many of the people sharing their story to be able to do that. It's not enough to come for cell meeting, have big notes, you know. I remember I did encoding for someone a long time ago. I won't forget this experience. He encashed 50,000 that week. And sorry, 25,000 that week. I did encoding on his DTC. Another 25,000 entered. So when I was done, I quickly called him. I said, log into your DTC and check. He logged in. He saw another 25,000. The first question he asked me was, how come? Now, I had done a lot of encodings. Many people had made 25,000. I didn't really see it as much, but it was his reaction that got me. He said, how come? I said, how come? How come what? He said, how come now? He felt that the money he encashed before, it came back again or something. That's what he was thinking initially. He didn't know it was another money that got into his DTC. And exactly, he made 50K that week, apparently. I now asked him, he used to teach home lesson. I said, how many home lesson would you teach to earn this 50K? He said he would teach 2 children for 1 month. I said, you made this money in this week, right? He said, yes. And I said, okay. This is what this business can do for you. It's like a key to a gateway. It's a gateway and, a doorway. The question is, will you put the key into the door and open the door by taking action? Mentorship happens time and again. There are sometimes I want to do trainings for my team. I'm confused. So many look at materials here and there are trainings we've been doing time and again. Where do I start? But the thing is, it's not enough to listen to this until you act on your own. It's not waiting for your leader to tell you what to do. Your own, you yourself. Have you come to that conviction point to act? Until you come to that point of acting, your dream will always remain a dream, because it is action that makes dreams a reality. Thank you, everyone who has shared with us. I learned a lot from our stories. You are really inspiring. And we hope for the best, and we'll keep doing what we need to do, the action parts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, that will be all for today. I want to commend each and every one of us who take it upon ourselves to always come and learn. And then I also commend more those who don't just learn, but also put it into action. Like Engineer Francis has said, action, action, action. Move closer to the ball and you will achieve your success, okay? So I need a Muslim to help us with the affirmation and closing prayer. Okay, I need a Muslim. Someone help us post the affirmation. Someone help us post the affirmation.